Hey everybody, it's Captain Kyle and I have an awesome third-party toy to check out with you. It is called The Last Prophet. It is the EX-49P. It's basically Alpha Trion. We're gonna open it up, go through him, see if he is an excellent homage to the original character or if he's not. Be right back. So there is The Last Prophet in his package. And it has some pretty good artwork here, or photos. It shows you on the back, different modes. It's the Iron Factory 2021 Last Prophet EX-49P. But the reason I got it is it looks like a very good representation of Alpha Trion. There have been many Alpha Trion figures, some from Botcon, some who changed into animals, some that were actually just figures. This, I think, just looking at it, really embodies the character. So we'll get rid of the plastic, take him out, take out his Staff of Ra, or well, whatever that staff is supposed to be. It has instructions. It also has hands, extra hands, and a little piece that looks like you can plug it underneath for use with some kind of mount if you wanted to display him, maybe in vehicle mode, flying a boot. I'm still not Canadian. Not that there's anything wrong with being Canadian. They have universal health care. So we'll put the instructions over here, but let's take a look at the figure. So I have already taken the liberty of changing his hand so he can hold his staff. Again, phrasing. Now, problem with detachable hands is they tend to detach. So this just popped off very easily as I was putting his staff in his hand, so I've never been a huge fan of interchangeable parts, but still, it's a cool figure. So here he is in his bot mode. Now his head can turn a little bit. There we go. If you wiggle it around. Now, part of the problem in turning his head is his beard. That's a thing. He's got these arm guards. He does bend at the elbow. Obviously, because he's detachable, you can twist his wrists. The shoulders have some pretty good articulation. The big ass, I don't know, shoulder pads? I mean, he was invented in the 80s. You know, keep his arm from going fully out, but it's still pretty good range of motion. And it's part of the transformation, but you can kind of push his shoulders down a little bit, so you can push him up. He can shrug. He does have waist articulation as far as he can do the twist, like we did last summer, which it was summer, so cold. He can do front kicks, he can bend at the knee, he can, lo and behold, do a full ass split, but if you put the toes up, it's not quite full on. But he can do a split and hold on to his staff while doing it. Never mind. So there he is, very cool figure. He doesn't really have a problem standing, it's just this damn tablecloth. I might have to switch back to cloth. I do like the amount of detail. I mean, he's got these spikes on his feet, the little nozzles on his shoulders. His face looks a lot like that of Alpha Trion, who he's supposed to be. I did not look at any reference pictures, but just looking at the figure, he looks like the genuine article. He's even got these little wings on his back, and he looks like he would talk like this and be Optimus Prime. You must use the key to Vector Sigma. It has a terrible power on Earth, and all the stuff that he says. So Alpha Trion was introduced in the episode The Search for Alpha Trion, which also introduced the female Autobots. So just saying, female Autobots, there's more of them. Why they didn't have the episode named after them, I don't know, but there you go. And after The Search for Alpha Trion, we didn't really see the female Autobots anymore, though we saw Alpha Trion again. So when you have a episode named after you, you come back. I mean, we only got one episode for the girl who loved Power Glide because they didn't actually put her name in the title. So, cool figure. Let's check out its alt mode. We'll put that aside. So it transforms into this interesting kind of hovercraft spaceship type thing. Not really a place to put the staff when he's in this mode. And I do have to say some of these third-party items can be a little exacting in how you put them together. In fact, because I changed the handout, it may not be exactly in the shape it should be, but it's still a pretty cool little spacecraft. Take me to your leader. which would be Optimus Prime, I guess. So I definitely like it better, the Last Prophet being in Alpha Trion mode, but it's not a bad alt mode. Definitely something that I would say is a decent mode compared to some other toys. I'm not going to talk about Studio Series Ravage. But there you go. The Last Prophet cost $1 million. No, he didn't. No, he actually cost me like $29.14. I bought him with a bunch of other stuff. I didn't have to pay shipping. So for 29 bucks, third party, really good version of Alpha Trion. I would say it's worth it. I will likely just keep him in his robot mode just because he is such a good representation of Alpha Trion. Though scale-wise, I'd probably have to hook him up with either the Headmaster Jr. version of Optimus Prime or maybe the Robot Masters is kind of close. A little too large for Legends or Core Class. So I'll put a link down in the description if you want to get this guy. And while you're debating whether or not you want to bring the Last Prophet into your Autobot or pseudo-Autobot, since it's third-party army, you can check out some other videos. You can subscribe down there. You can give us a nice big like. I like likes. Comment, share, do all the YouTube stuff. We will see you next time. And as always, have fun and good hunting.